As we look back and reflect on this past year of 2020, there's no doubt that it was definitely one for the record books. But besides COVID and a few riots, one of the biggest changes we've seen is the growth of people from all walks of life wanting to get out and experience the great outdoors. From hiking to camping to getting into the off-road vehicle community, that's what we're going to focus on today. The top 5 biggest off-road trends of 2020. One of the biggest off-road trends we've seen this year are products that do exactly that. They help you see better, especially at night. From fog lights, amber lights, pod lights, reverse lights, rock lights, roof rack lights, heated headlights, and even LED lighted whips, most popular and recognized at this year's King of the Hammers in Johnson Valley, California. There's even digital lights for lighting up your lights like the S-Pod Digital dash-mounted switch panels, for example. And most of these lights that we're seeing are LEDs or light-emitting diodes, and it's because they have come quite a long way since their first introduction to the off-road scene back in the 90s, when LED taillights were used on the back of desert racing trucks for much more visibility. Because LED lights are so much more energy efficient than regular bulbs, last much longer, there is a much better selection of different colors and brightness of LED lights, and they are much more affordable than what they used to be. Plus, more people are getting into outdoors and camping than ever before, that there's no wonder why so many people are now upfitting their rigs with auxiliary lights and are one of the most popular trends of 2020. In fact, we even have just recently upgraded our selection of auxiliary lighting by adding Morimoto lights in the accessories section of Trail Build. And just to give you guys an idea of how popular auxiliary lighting has become, that in the very near future, just to try to keep up with your guys' lighting demands, we'll soon be adding 3 more lighting brands to our website: Baja Designs, JW Speaker, and KC Highlights, just to name a few. And next on our list of popular growing trends of 2020 is another electrical addition for many off-road enthusiasts out there, and those are cameras. Both for pictures and videos, especially drone cameras. And not only just the cameras themselves, but as more and more people start to experience the tranquility and adventure of the off-road lifestyle, they are also really starting to get into documenting their travels. There is a rising popularity of off-road adventure-driven YouTube channels popping up left and right, and it all stems from the realization that if your channel becomes popular enough to where it gets monetized, that there is a real chance that you can quit your day job and escape from the everyday rat race that most of us really don't enjoy, but it pays the bills. Vlogging and storytelling as a visual creator gives people a real chance at making a full-time living doing what they love, as many have already done it. Another popular trend this year comes straight from the automotive manufacturers, and that is creating more off-road capable factory-built 4x4s. This year we finally got to see the new Ford Bronco, then the new electric Hummer, which the vote is still out on whether it's actually a capable off-roader or not. Then Jeep announced the 392 cubic inch Hemi Wrangler to put Ford in their place. But Ford also has their 3/4 ton Tremor version that was also released for the 2020 model year, and now they're releasing the F-150 Tremor for the 2021 model year. When automotive companies start building vehicles relating to certain trends like off-roading, you know that that particular trend is popular, as these companies have millions and millions of dollars invested in just the research and development of the design of the vehicle well before it even hits the production stage, and they're not about to waste all that money if it wasn't for good reason. Moving on to number 4 in our top 5 most popular off-road trends list is one we have just been itching to get into, as we already carry their wheels from Method, Raceline, Icon, Black Rhino, and a few others, and is becoming a huge market is the UTV market, also known as side-by-sides. But these machines are damn near taking over the Jeep market. Well, not really, and I don't think they ever will, but nonetheless, their popularity is just blowing up. even to the point where they are somewhat becoming controversial, as there are a rather large number of side-by-side guys that are a bit reckless. They build up their rigs with loud-ass stereo systems and loud-ass exhaust systems, then go blazing down the trails at Mach 90, creating all kinds of noise pollution. Jesus. I just realized I'm starting to sound old. But anyways, we have seen an explosion in the side-by-side market, and even if you are one of these loud-ass UTV operators and you need wheels and tires for it, or even for your daily driver, make sure and check out our huge selection on TrailBuilt. And although we don't list the vehicle information for side-by-sides, you can still look up the wheels by your specific bolt pattern. And I'm sure all of you have been wondering if I was going to bring up the next fashion trend, off-road trend, because it has been the most talked about, most used term in the off-roading community, and that is, drumroll please. Yep, you guys guessed it, it's overlanding, described as a self-reliant journey to any given destination, and it is not the destination that is the adventure sometimes, but the journey getting there that is. Also known as car or vehicle camping, overlanding has become a favorite for many as it offers an escape from the hustle and bustle of the daily rat race. Plus, with all the restrictions from COVID, still allows us a way to get out of the house and out into nature without exposing ourselves to too many people. So yeah, overlanding is last on this list, but is the #1 biggest trend of 2020. And if you are interested in more information about overlanding in general, then make sure and check out one of our earlier videos called The Truth About Overlanding. All right, guys, well, those are just 5 of the biggest off-road trends of 2020 that we noticed. So if you guys have noticed any other big off-road trends, make sure and let us know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please help us out by clicking that subscribe button and the little bell next to it, so that way you guys get notified when we upload a new video. And also make sure and thumbs up to like the video. As always, guys, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.